Challenging Photoshop today on how to create this transparency fruit in Affinity. So let's jump in. Okay, so if you've been following our tutorials over here, we have two templates now, 1080 by 1350 and 5 by 5. So we are using 5 by 5. If you don't have, you can simply create 5 by 5. Click create. So let's bring this image over here. So let's add Gaussian blur. So go to filters, and up here we have Gaussian blur. So we are in Vector Studio. Let's go to Pixel Studio, and let's bring the tomato. So we got marquee tools over here. Okay, we have elliptical and rectangular, whatever marquee tools. So that's it. So we got the first one is the rectangular marquee tool and elliptical one. So let's select the elliptical marquee tool, and when we click and drag, we can create a marquee. So with this one, up here you can see from center. So when you click, you can create the marquee selection from the center. Let me undo that. If I uncheck from the center, I can click here and drag like that. Okay, so this is way better than dragging from the center. So maybe somewhere here we can, all right, like this. So with this one, you can cut into a new layer, or you can cut and paste. So Control X, Control V to paste. Okay, so Control D to deselect. Now when I turn off the up layer or the top layer, that's what we got. The bottom layer, that's what we got. So the new one that we cut into a new layer, let's change the blend mode to screen. So we need to make this black and white. All right, so let's grab the move tool. All right, and click here. You have black and white, so let's drag the black and white onto the layer so that it affects only that layer. Now with this one, even adjusting the red and then the yellow can have that transparent effect, but this got to do with colors. Okay, so you won't get the sharpness or crispy aspect of this, so that's why we are not using the black and white. So let's delete it. So now let's go ahead and add HSL. So click here, and up here we have HSL. All right, so let's take away the saturation and then drag it and drop on top of the layer. Now let's add levels. So up here we got levels, and let's drag and drop. Okay, so it's already in that layer, so it doesn't matter. So we got black level, white level, and gamma. The black level is the transparent, gives you the transparency. The white level gives you the crispiness. You see the water droplets very crispy. And the gamma, you can add fog. It adds fog to the effect. Okay, so let's start adjusting. So let's check the transparency with the black level. So let's shift it. Okay, so somewhere here is cool. Now you can see the water droplets are not that sharp or crispy enough, so that's when we adjust the white level. So the droplets are now crispy, so but it adds some foggy or white stuffs in there, so we adjust the black level. So with this, if you want to add fog in there, you can adjust the gamma or reduce it like this. Okay, so go ahead and make adjustments to suit you. All right, now we bring the inner layer. So make sure you select the topmost layer. You can even close it here and bring this image. So hold shift and drag down like that, and then scale, shift and drag down. So with the move tool selected, okay, we got these guys over here, and down here we have the mesh warp. Click that. So we have anchor points. So when you click on an anchor point, there will be handles. Okay, so you can simply click the middle here and drag down. Okay, and these guys you can just tweak the handle. Click this guy to bring it down. Okay, let's click here to bring it down. Alright, so after this we can add HSL and then drag and drop it onto the layer. So you can decrease the saturation, shift, and then the luminosity, shift. So in case you want to make changes to the levels, just select this layer and then open up. So we got the levels, click it, and we can make changes to that. Alright, so that's it guys. Thanks for watching. This is Good Graphics. Kindly subscribe. I'm out. Peace.